Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel and this update for Throwback 30. I haven't updated you guys on this project for a long time, maybe 3 months, and I realized that I have great progress. Some things are rolling out, some things, like I said, have great progress, and this first thing that I'm going to show you is why I really wanted to update you this month, because I think this will be a finished item by the next update and I really want you to see the progress. So let's start with the first product, but if you haven't been here before, if you haven't seen this project before, this consists of 30 past projects or ongoing projects by the PANtastic Ladies group on Facebook. So if you haven't been there, if you don't know what it is, just join the group, the PANtastic Ladies group. And it's a lot of fun. They have a lot of projects that you can join, panning projects, of course. And this was one of them. So if you don't have time, like me, I just don't have time to do all of the projects out there. I have been doing like 16 projects for 2 years. This year I have lowered the numbers of projects that I'm doing, even if they are a little bit bigger. And I still am doing like 12 of them. And I still have so many projects that I haven't been able to join. So this is a great way to get a little bit of everything, or not everything, because there are over, what did it say? Over 60 options that we could choose from before they gathered all of these into one project. So there are 30 projects in here, and for each and every project you choose a prompt and then you choose your product and you set a goal and you try to meet that goal. This is 1 year long. If I have anything else to say, it's down in the description below. So let's start with the first product that I am just dying to show you. It's for the project Budget Beauty, and I chose my Essence single eyeshadow in the shade Cream. This is how it looked last time, and this is what it looks like right now. So look at that humongous pan. I mean, the single compact is pretty big, so it looks like there would be a lot in here. There is, oh, shouldn't it say on it? Oh, it was on the, I guess it was on the front side, but as you can see, it's rubbed off. So I don't know how much was in here, but I think maybe 2.5 grams or something. But it was pretty shallow, more shallow than I expected. And look at that pan. Look at that pan. That is crazy. This one I've used 35 times so far to get to this huge pan. And I am using it to set my eyeshadow base. I am so excited. I hope I can finish this until the next update. And this will then become my first ever single eyeshadow that I use up. That will be so exciting. For 50 Shades of Green, I chose something green. I chose this Ritual of Jing Sleep Serene Foaming Shower Gel. I don't like the scent. I love the formula, but the scent is just too much. There's so much lavender in here. It's not calming anymore. It doesn't give me a headache per se, but it's just so strong. So I tend to use a lot less than when I usually use one of these, which I guess it's probably good. Maybe I should implement that with my other shower foams, because these are pretty pricey and I tend to go through them fairly quickly, but this one is just holding on. On the other hand, when I look at the tallies, it seems like I only used it 6 more times for a total of 11 times. So I haven't really used that much of it, and it is getting pretty light, so maybe I'm just delusional. Maybe I just feel like I've used it so many times because I don't really like it. So I really want to be done with it, but I'm not, and it's kind of frustrating, and it feels like I've used it a long time then, I guess. And it's been here for a long time, so maybe that's why it feels like it's never ending. I am using it once in a while, especially before going to sleep, if I want to get a little bit, you know, calm and relaxed, but I don't, like I said, I don't use very much of it. The next product I have liked surprisingly much, and I have used it surprisingly much. It's for the prompt Golden Girls, and I chose Dorothy, a good lipstick or a blush. I chose a liquid blush. And as you can see, we're down to here. I don't know where we started though. It's very hard to see through the packaging, but today I could, so I marked it there for you. I just don't know how long this will take, but I have used this for a total of 39 times. 9 times since the last update, or since the last month. I'm not 100% sure. But I use this for underpainting. It just shines through a little bit. I just never thought I would like a liquid blush, but here we are. It's not too bad actually. And I have gotten a few more in advent calendars and stuff, so yeah, I just want to move this out. I have no idea if I can do this until the end of this project. I think we're about halfway on this project actually. And I am doing very well so far, but there are definitely a few products in here in this project that I do not think that I will be able to finish until then. But anyway, I hope I can finish that one. I've never finished a liquid blush. It would be an accomplishment. And if I do, I will have a liquid blush and a single eyeshadow. And is there anything else here? Like, there are a few things here that I've never panned before, like anything like it. So that's fun. Then for the project I Heart the 90s, I chose Forrest Gump. Or was it chosen for me? No, I chose Forrest Gump, and that was a whole collection roulette. So I rolled in my Hygge cleansing balm. I finished it. It was in my yearly empties, so I don't have it here with me. It was great. I loved it so much. It felt so smooth. It was so easy to use, but it's expensive. So who knows if I'm going to receive it again at some point. It was from Glow ID though, their advent calendar. So who knows, maybe they will include it in the next year's advent calendar. One can hope. For its panning cats and dogs, I chose the long-haired cat, a favorite hair product. I chose this one. I love a good dry shampoo, and Batiste is it's just great, and it's among the cheaper ones as well, so why not, you know? This is what I go for all the time. If I buy one myself and I don't receive it from somewhere else, this is what I buy. And this one is of course their huge one. You know, there are smaller ones, but since I'm using it anyway, and since I love it so much, why not go for the big one, you know? I wanted to finish this in this project. So far I've used it 13 times. This month I used it 6 times. So not too bad, and I'm very close to being finished with that one. Something that I have just started using pretty regularly is this lip tint or lip liqueur. The Serve Up Jammy Lips with your incredible liqueur lip tint. Yes, that's the name. And it's in the shade Squeeze Me. It's a really nice and subtle shade. I can use it for an everyday makeup look, or you know, without makeup as well, except for this is makeup, so you know you know what I mean. I've used this 10 times, and it's for the project Lip Service, and you can choose something for your lips. I want to use this 50 times, and about a month ago I realized I have no uses on this yet, and I really like it. So it's not because it's hard to wear or anything. I had just kind of forgotten about it, and I had so much else to pan. But I need to prioritize the projects that are ending, you know, before this year's end, I guess. So I am trying to meet my goal on this sooner rather than later. So I've used it 10 out of the 50 times now. Then we have the project Nightmare on Panning Street. I chose the Prompt Halloween, and that was a set of sheet masks or a full or deluxe sized mask. I chose a sheet mask Facebook, and I have finished it, but it was in my yearly empties, so again I can't show it to you. But rest assured, I did use that one up, and it was such great packaging. But most of the masks were like, nah. One of the masks was really good, but the other ones were really, you know, cheap ones, generic ones. Whatever, you know? Size Matters was the theme for Pan That Palette 2 years ago, and you had to choose something big, bulky, or awkward, or all three, or 2 of those prompts or something. And I chose this one. This is a big palette. It's pretty bulky. It's not the smallest one. And it's called Cool Down. It's by W7. I wanted to do a no pan left behind on this because I have used this in my Panthers eyeshadows. I had already hit pan on 2 shades, but I hadn't really used the rest of the palette. I think I had used like 6 shades from here, and it's a 40 pan palette. So this is how it looks now, and it is pretty touched. Oh, one actually fell out. That was interesting. So it was pretty much untouched except for those 2 pans, and this is what it looks like today. I have actually touched all of the shades right now. This month, I really tried to, you know, meet my no pan left behind goals in all of the projects that I have them in. So I did a no pan left behind on this. I did it with the 4 Odin's eye palettes. I did it with my Juvia's Place, I think. I'm almost done with that one, but I have really focused on playing around with the palettes more than hitting pan these last 2 months. So this is what it looks like right now. A lot more loved. I know more about it. I gotta say, this is kind of a joker for me. I have no idea how the look will turn out when I use this. Sometimes it's so muddy. Sometimes it's kind of the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And it's pretty weird for me because most often I am happy with my makeup looks, but this one is like, sometimes I can really make a good look. Sometimes, it looks muddy, it looks dirty, it looks weird, you know? But like I said, I also made kind of the most beautiful neutral look I've ever made before. So I gotta keep it, right? And I have no idea which shades I use then. I just feel like it will be a roulette thing every time, whether I like it or not. But I do like having it in my collection, and some of the shades are quite beautiful. So yeah, I can definitely use it. I am so happy that it's rolling out. No pan left behind goals are quite stressful when it's a big palette, because it's pretty hard to keep track of. I did a little picture in the end, but before I've written all the shades down and stuff, but especially when it comes to a monochromatic palette that has a lot of similar shades, I would say, sometimes it's hard to know which ones you've used, and then you have to go back and check, what haven't I used? Can I use them together? Like, how do I do this? So I think it's a lot more work just keeping track of that. But I am happy I've done it. It's so nice to have it gone, and now I can focus more on maybe hitting pan and my level up and pan that palette and all of that. So that's nice. Next up we have This Is Fantasy. It's a project that I really want to do at some point, but I just have too much fun with other projects, you know? It's hard to choose every year what to actually enter and what to not participate in, you know? But at least I get to do one prompt, and I chose the prompt Manticore, which stands for a product you consider to be a work of art. This is the most beautiful packaging I've ever seen. It's from ZC and the collection Palace Identity. It's just awesome how much detail there is. I just love it. It's a brow pencil, and I wanted to use up what I had in this. I got a refill. I love it. Sadly, they don't sell refills. So when this one is gone and the refill that I got in the same pack, when that one is gone, I have to buy a new one because it's so beautiful. But it just seems such a waste. Why don't they sell refills? Like, I don't want to throw this out. It's so beautiful. And right now I'm a little bit sad and a little bit stressed out, I guess, because I have nothing left in this, which means I only have the refill left, and then I have to buy a new one, and I just don't want to. I don't want this to be gone, and it's pretty expensive, so I just really don't want to buy it again. I want to have this one. I would definitely have bought the refills, but yeah, I don't know. And this is probably why I don't want to use this for a while, because I want it to be in my collection for as long as possible. So yeah, we'll see. I do have to change it to the other refill though. It's very, very easy to just take off like this and click it into place. It's a really great product. Let's move on to the next project, Tiny Pans, which is also a theme for a Pan That palette. That was before I started panning though, so I didn't actually participate in that one. So this was my chance to do that, and I chose to work on my Espresso Yourself palette from the Beauty Crop. I wanted to hit 3 pans in here. I already had 2, so in the end we should have 5 pans. Now this is what it looks like right now. So the question is, can you see 5 pans? Can you find Waldo? We have pan there, 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 and there. So I have actually met this goal, and I'm very happy. Most of these are so easy to use in my brows or in my crease or in my hairline or something like that. It's interesting that I've gone for mattes though, because most of the time shimmers are so much easier to pan. But since I could use these in my brows, and I have a pretty good dip in this one as well, if you can see that. Since it was so easy to use it in my brows and hairline and stuff, I just used it for that. It was easy and I didn't have to compete with other eyeshadow palettes that way. So this one is rolling out too. A lot of rollouts today. We also have the Project Beauty A to Z, and I randomized a letter and I got the letter V. So I chose these vegan makeup cleansing wipes. I just finished this. I usually use this for taking off swatches and stuff. Not really in my face. I think I've used one wipe in one wipe? Is that how you say it? One wipes? One wipe? Anyway, I think I only used one of these wipes to wipe my face once. All of the other times have been to take off swatches or clean up my palettes. So this one is an empty, and Beauty A to Z is also rolling out. The last thing I want to talk about today is Marie Curie, because she's a woman who rock. You know, and that was of course for the project Women Who Rock. I chose Marie Curie, like I said, and the prompt was a product that you have newly discovered. I had just discovered Gloss Gods, so I brought in their eyeshadow base. I wanted to use it 20 times and I have now used it 29 times actually. And I like this. I am wearing it today. I feel like it's a good base. It's opaque, so it gives a good and even base for your eyeshadows. And yeah, I like it. So I am definitely continuing to use this. And that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and that I'll see you in the next one. Have a great evening.